Located in Flagstaff, Arizona, is the home of the NAU Lumberjacks. The Jacks have been a dominant force in the college football, but they don't play in the FBS. They play in the FCS. For those that don't know, the Jacks have won two Big Sky Conference championships, their last being in 2016. But they have not won an FCS national championship. Although they have made it a few times and have dominated in the playoff, they haven't gone over the cusp of winning one. Today I'm tasked with bringing them into the new look Mountain West. Can I bring home the Jackson national title? Let's see how long it takes to win one. But let's get started. Let's go. Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel and welcome to episode 1 of the NAU Dynasty. So, a little bit of backstory about why I decided to use NAU as my team builder team. Well, I live in Arizona and I graduated from Arizona State University in 2025. And I decided, hey, let's do a dynasty that wasn't Arizona State, definitely not U of A, and since GCU doesn't have a football team, let's go with the team that has been dominating in the FCS of the NAU Lumberjacks. So just to get a little backstory upon, obviously, the schedules, we'll make sure that we play ASU and U of A every year, and the protected rivalry that I decided to use is going to be New Mexico, just for location purposes. And also, we replaced New Mexico State, so we can keep the pipelines if they want to, be proximity to home, make it closer rather than using a team like UConn, who is on the complete other side of the country. And I'm going to have one FCS game a year. Some people might disagree with that, but since NAU is from the FCS, I'd like to keep a, rivalry with somebody from the FCS. So I will alternate every single game, every single year of choosing from the FCS West, FCS East, FCS Midwest, and don't even know the Southeast. I think that's what it is, or whatever it is. You get the point. And obviously you can see we're in the Mountain West. I decided to do the custom conferences to the New Look 2026. So teams like Boise State, Texas State are all in the New Look Pac-12. And I decided to put Notre Dame in a conference because wake up, it's time to join a conference. And then I put UConn into the ACC, I believe. We can take a look at that real quick. Completely skipped over that side because wanted to get everything down, get a recruiting class going, just to get this show on the road. But let's just take a look at the New Look Mountain West. Obviously, we added NIU and UTEP as they are rumored to join. I believe they're 100% confirmed. Either way, that's just how I'm going to do it. Notre Dame is joining the ACC, and I believe UConn is joining the Conference USA. And then the team that I replaced Texas State with was Louisiana Tech, as they are rumored to join the Sun Belt West. So the first thing that I want to do, obviously I've already set it up, but I put a recruiting board just to get a couple guys on the guys on the block here. Just get them on the board, and then let's start getting points in early. The rule that I'm going to have with this series is every single year, not transfer portal, but every single beginning of the year, I get 5 total guys that I can, reach out to that are not the prestige that the school is. And since we are a 2-star prestige, I try to get lower, but at the same time, I wanted it to have the school grades that I believe that NAU has. So in order to have, the campus lifestyle and the academic prestige, I had to make sure that this team was a 2.5-star prestige. But we're going to treat this as a 2-star, not a 3-star prestige. And obviously 2 stars are not good in this game. So yeah, like I said, 5 total every single year that I get to go after. So this is the recruiting board. Obviously this is not ranked in any order. But here are the 5 guys that I decided to take a chance on that are not 2-star guys. I've got Caleb McCourty out of Chandler, Arizona. I got Taylor Traore out of Chandler, Arizona. As you can see, every single guy on this team that is from Arizona has a scholarship right away, because let's get these guys to stay home, and a lot of these guys have proximity to home as theirs. So I'd like to keep that the same. The reason why I gave myself 5 is just because I don't think it's a complete advantage, especially when I get up to, you know, the 4-star guys that I'm gonna want, you know, 5 stars I can go after. Obviously, I'm not gonna get every single one of them, but getting on their board early is something that we need, especially being a lower tier of a program. And as you can see, this 4-star recruit, we might be 8th on their board, but they've got teams like Texas, BYU, and Boise State. Obviously, they want playing time, so I believe that they can find their way home to Flagstaff, Arizona. So yeah, I will show you the entire list of players, just, you know, how I have them here. Again, like I said, any guys with a scholarship are either from Arizona, or I, you know, scouted them and offered them a scholarship. And I don't believe I actually offered anybody a scholarship that I scouted that wasn't from Arizona. So that's perfect. We've got 31 guys on our list, and we've got 19 scholarships. So obviously this video is going to cover a lot of the basic stuff, cover the roster, cover the red shirts, and all that. Obviously this is a team builder and a prestige dynasty, so I want this to last 15, 20 years, and hopefully we can dominate college football, maybe even get out of the Mountain West and join the SEC or join the Big 12 or something like that, dependent of where we go. But let's take a look at the roster real quick here. Obviously, like I said, Prestige Dynasty, we are not very good. Our highest overall is our running back, who is an 82 overall, and then our second best player is a punter, who is a 78 overall. So that should be explaining how this season's going to go. I didn't explain this in the, you know, introductory video of the NAU Lumberjacks, but I'm going to be doing a play the moments dynasty. So rather than playing every single snap, every single minute of the game, and trying to, you know, adjust to sim stats, playing the moments. I feel like I can still get a genuine connection for a team like this way. So let's take a look at the roster here and just see if we have any gems down below. Like I said, I've already gone through it and redshirted some of the guys, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. We're going to have to run the ball, because if you look at our wide receivers, we have stars, but they're 87 speed. And again, this offensive line is not good. So like I said, we have great development traits. Like, we've got a couple stars, we've got, you know, impact players, but other than that, it's a lot of normals that, you know, will not top an 80 overall. So like, let's take a look at our halfback here. He's a junior, true junior. See, if I really wanted to, I would redshirt him and, you know, make sure he gets all of his points. But again, I need to prestige this school as fast as possible to get better recruits. And his deal breaker is brand exposure. So if we're not playing and we're not winning, he's going to leave anyways. So I might as well enjoy the year with him. And again, I am doing manual XP, because if you don't do manual XP, I'm going to be honest with you, like, it's just not worth it. So here's our 5-star running back. And look, he has a lot of room to grow. And if he stays with us, he will be an All-American next season. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, I went through the bottom of the, you know, depth charts guys that redshirted, just because they're not going to get much playing time anyways. So yeah. And another thing that I decided to do was to make sure that I have the spread offense that NAU runs in real life and the 4-2-5 defense that they have. So as of right now, I believe my scheme and playbook is set that way. Yeah, we got spread and 4-2-5. I might take a look in using a team that has, you know, the description of spread. But as of now, this is what I'm going to do. It's going to be a lot of shotgun and all that. So that's pretty much it for the basics of this. So like I said, we're going to sim right into week 0 actually, just to see who all these guys are on our board and see if any of them just immediately take us off. And like I said again, right there, players at risk. Tyson wants to go right away. Alrighty, so we are in week 0. So now let's take a look at some of the guys on our board here. What I'm just gonna do, like I said, the 5 guys that I designated the scholarships for, we're setting the house. We're not gonna be afraid of going and get these guys. Like, we might as well. They're gonna be our best talents. And as you can see, these teams didn't offer them scholarships. If they're bust, they're bust. But like, they are going to be day 1 starters for us. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll send these guys the house. And then I'm going to go take a look and see if there's any of these guys that I want to go scout that they have scholarships on without any scouting. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I went through. I used pretty much all my points. I'm really only going to be setting the house on the 5 guys that are going to be my, my token guys, essentially. I went through and scouted some of these guys that I have the scholarships on. Like Cliff Qualls. I'm going to just keep just the scholarship on them. Obviously, I'm going to get more points next week, but I just want to use these points to get some, some updates on these guys that I've offered scholarships to. There are a few guys that are 100% interested in me now, so like this Lionel Trask guy. So, again, in next episode, when I play week 1, I will also be doing the recruiting points. So again, the top 5 guys, obviously, we're gonna go after right away. Let's get them done before everything else. So, with that being said, that's all I have for week 0. Obviously, we're not expected to win many games this year, but let's just bring in guys that are gonna help us win throughout the future. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching episode 1. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys would like to see in the future. I will be live streaming some of these games on Twitch, just depending on what time I do end up playing these games. The link for my Twitch will be in the description below. And again, my name is Preston. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Once again, thank you guys for watching this episode. Please stay tuned for episode 2. It's going to be a great series. I promise you that. Let's go, Jags.